Hello, and welcome back to the Olive Oil Critic. I'm so glad that you are here with me today, learning a little bit more about olive oil. Today, we are going to taste an oil from California, from the olive truck. And I love olive truck oil. I think that it is just an incredible example of innovation, especially California has been the development and the innovative space for olive oil in so many ways, whether it's experimental planting and the test plots for high density and super high density growing to innovations like what Sam has done with the olive truck, where he has decided to take the mill to the farmer instead of the farmer having to pick the olives and then take them to the mill. So he actually has an entire mill inside a transport truck and drives it around California. So his knowledge of the microclimates and just so much of the California terroir is incredible and really extensive. So this oil specifically is a Tuscan oil. So it's a Tuscan blend. It's not the traditional three. There's no Moriolo in it. It is just Frantoio, Leccino, and Pendolino, which are still normal Tuscan varietals, Tuscan cultivars. And those three are a field blend. So that means, of course, that the olives are all picked and then simultaneously put into the mill. So this isn't three unique oils that are then blended after they've been created. So this honestly is just what we were given this year. This is a great example of just what these trees were able to produce, and they were all put into the mill at the same time. And the resulting oil is probably something that is totally unique and something that isn't going to be singularly like any of the one varietals because of the enzymatic reactions that happen in the malaxer and so much that goes in during milling. During the process and just what happens at a chemical level when you're mixing olives in a field blend, sometimes you get unique tasting notes that doesn't exist in any one of those olive varieties. So field blends are a really wonderful way to just get a great example of a field, of terroir, of a local area, a local field. So let's give this olive oil a smell and taste. Oh, it's really appley. There's lots of like Granny Smith apple. It's also kind of artichoke forward and lots of culinary herbs. It's really, really aromatic. All right, let's give it a taste. Oh, it's bitter. It's the Frantoio coming through. It is bitter and bold, but you still get this Granny Smith apple on the nose and then instantly like on the front of your tongue. And there's notes of fennel and radicchio and arugula and radicchio again. There's so much complexity here. This is a really bold, beautiful oil. It definitely tastes like something from Tuscany, although it is from Petaluma County in California. This oil is definitely kind of that bold, beautiful Tuscan flavor profile. It's very, very green with those apple notes right at the front. And then, of course, the bitter greens, kale, arugula, radicchio, all kind of hanging out. You've got some green tea, a touch of like fennel and anise in the center of your palate, and then a beautiful black peppercorn finish. It's nice and spicy and bold. Definitely a high phenolic olive oil. Mm, it's so full. I love how creamy and rich it is. And there's just so much present tasting notes in this oil. It would be delicious drizzled over tomato-based pasta sauces, harvest soups and stews. This would be delicious with sweet potatoes or yams, tossed and then roasted in the oven. I'd also love it over like a butternut squash or a sweet potato soup. You could even use this oil because of those apple notes. It would be really interesting to try in an olive oil cake. I typically don't like really robust olive oils in sweeter dishes, but this might be one to kind of experiment with a little bit to see if it works in like a citrus olive oil cake or something like that. But like my instinct is to go like roasted vegetables, those cozy flavors, even like a sausage ribollita style soup or like a sausage Tuscan kale rich soup. Something with polenta would be delicious with this as well because those really, really rich buttery flavors. if you're putting anything like sauteed tomatoes, some chili peppers on top, even some seared meats would be really, really augmented by this bold and really robust olive oil. So, again, so much innovation happens in California. This is a really good example of a beautiful, well rounded, and really well balanced Tuscan style olive oil from Central California. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope you keep following us on this journey.